welcome to not the Compliance Alliance with Tom and John, but this is Knox Thomas and myself, Tom Chaldecott, and I've got David Ely in the room today. And what I wanted to do is introduce a new tool that we've built as a business that's aiding us in our PUWER assessments. So David as well hasn't been on kind of the Compliance Alliance podcast, so it's a good opportunity just to introduce briefly who David is, and then we'll have a look at this thing that we're building, which hopefully might be helpful to people. At some point, we're kind of deliberating with the idea of giving it away for free, having some sort of free access to it. So I want to use this as an opportunity to introduce what this assessment tool is, and also who is David Ely. So who is David Ely?
Yeah, hi. It's good to be on this podcast with you, Tom. So yeah, I'm David Ely, and basically what I do for Knox Thomas is help to build out a variety of digital systems that we're developing within the business to help us do the job better, more effectively, and the kind of tools that I'm building are across the board, really. And this tool in particular that we want to just show today is an app that is useful for streamlining and sort of ensuring the quality of the PUWER assessments that we can do.
Yes. Yeah. So, I mean, what I suppose the solution or the problem that this is kind of solving is we want to be able to standardize PUWER assessments. You know, we want to do that as assessors. We want to be feeding in the same sort of information, and we want it to be the case that our customers are getting data that is the same, you know, and you can compare it and the rest of it. So, David, do you want to take us through kind of what we're looking at here? I suppose this is more the data recording side, and then we've also got a dashboard just to touch on as well, haven't we?
Absolutely. So yeah, as you mentioned, Tom, this is this app here that you can see is mainly for collecting data on site or back in the office afterwards after you've done an assessment. And what you can see here is the sort of desktop browser view, but this app works on mobile phone, works on tablet as well. And I think we've been quite happy with the range of devices that it works on. And really, I'll just sort of walk through a few of the features of this. This is all just using a demo data set that we've got, but essentially the app has the ability to add a project. So you can add in all of the details of a project, as well as go through some sort of project level PUWER checklist questions, record all that data there. And once that's done, you can go and build an asset register for that project. So you might want to add in a machine. This one's called test. Choose which customer it's for, project number. Most of this data is pre-filled, so that just to make it easier for the assessor and to sort of make sure that all the data is held together as it should be. We've got the ability to mark the location on a floor plan if you've got that available to you, and answer a whole bunch of questions, add photos to that machine. Once you've done that, you could very easily choose one of the machines that you've registered on site. Let's take this milling machine, for example, and then you could easily start a PUWER assessment. So you could do this when you are there in front of the machine. Choose which questions you need, and just move through the PUWER checklist that you're using. That's in the app. Filling out any risk evaluations as you go along, adding photos for those, and just really doing that all the way through the whole assessment process for the machine that's in front of you.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
We found this works. Well, this has worked very well for us. It's been very good at kind of collating and managing data. And then, do you want to show us? We've got a bit of a dashboard potentially, haven't we? So what the question is, this is the side that we interface with. This is how we're collecting data. But then we want the data to be manageable and be able to be used by clients to make decisions on what they're going to engage with, which machines are potentially the most dangerous or need the most attention. So what is the best way to show that then, David? Or what are we proposing?
Yeah, so the data that's collected through this app, we've got it set up to store in a secure database. So all the data is nice and locked away from people who are not supposed to be seeing it, but accessible for those who do need it. And one of the things that allows us to do is to pull that data from the back end into a really quite a wide range of reporting methods. And we can sort of automate that process and present it in a variety of ways. So I'm just going to try and share another screen here, which is one of the ways that we've come up with reporting on this data. And this is a Power BI interactive dashboard. So again, this is just using the demo workshop data set that we've got, but in real life, this can pull data live from that secure database that's being updated by assessors in the field. And I think this is a really useful way of displaying the data, and allows us to manipulate it in various ways, and not just see the data as a raw list on an Excel spreadsheet, but actually give you a way to meaningfully interpret it as you go along. So you can see this is the sort of main page of the dashboard, and on the left of the screen here, we've got a summary for the whole project, for the whole assessment. Calculating how many risk evaluations there are, how many of those are rated as severe, high, medium, low, just to give a really quick snapshot of the whole project. And you can see which of those are related to the sort of health and safety management system, and which of them are related to the actual machines on a site. Down here is a list of those risk evaluations that are related to the health and safety management system, and you could click on one of those and view the details of it. It has a description and the various ratings we've given the hazard, as well as a suggested control. If there is a picture associated with it, then it will display here in the middle, along with all the information that you'd need to understand those ratings, because obviously just the word medium is not particularly helpful unless you've got some reference as to what that might mean in real life. So that is a summary for the project as a whole. And then in the middle here, you can see an asset register. So these are all the machines that are associated with the project. You can see they're color coded, and that is color coded according to sort of the level of risk. How many risk evaluations are associated with that machine, and that color coding is a relative scale. So it's not how many. It's comparing within the data set. So it's what is the highest priority of this list of assets? What is the thing you need to pay most attention to immediately, roughly, just to help you as you're actually trying to use it in real life, process the data, interpret the data. And if you were to click on any of these, say, let's take the milling machine, it would populate the summary of the asset here on the right. Name, model, serial number, the number of low risk, medium risk, high risk, severe risk within that. And then you'd be able to view the PUWER assessment for that. Again, here's a picture of the machine and the nameplate of the machine. And at the moment, we've got this PUWER assessment, PUWER checklist filtered to those questions that are associated with a particular regulation, Regulation 11. You could select all of them, and that would show all of the PUWER questions, whether they've been answered yes, no, not applicable. And again, on the left here, all of the risk evaluations associated with that machine, which can be filtered by regulation as well. So let's go to Regulation 11 again. There's often some there. And if you were to select one of these PUWER checklist questions here, it would show you which are related to that question there on the left. Again, with just the aim of making it easy to find the information that's relevant now. Do you have any questions, Tom, at this point?
No, I think that's fantastic. We wanted to give a bit of an overview as to what it is we're building, how our customers can potentially engage with data. I mean, what you're about to show is a really interesting feature, though, and I was quite excited by when you started building this.
Yeah, so this is another feature we've got in the dashboard. In the app, I showed that you've got the ability to upload a floor plan, add a location on that floor plan for each of the machines. That information is also pulled through into this interactive dashboard, and so you can see on the screen here the location of each of those machines, again color coded, filtering the risk evaluations on the right here associated with those machines, because obviously there's a whenever we're thinking about which machine am I talking about here, there's a spatial element to that. And one of the easiest ways of interacting with that data is knowing where in the factory it is, or in the workshop it is. So the aim of this page is to just help you to know which machine you're talking about and whereabouts on site needs attention and all of that kind of thing. So again, this is just a feature we added in, and I think it's a really helpful feature in navigating this data.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I think this is fantastic, and I've been really excited to see it build. Obviously, we've been using it in the field for a little while, and various tweaks have happened. But I felt like now is a really good time to kind of say, this is what we're building. Hopefully, it'll kind of, I don't know, engage some people to think. But as I said previously, at some point we'd like to kind of put this out for free when we kind of get it to a stage where we're happy and we know how that will work. But yeah, if anyone's got any questions or would like to take another look or a deeper look into what we've got here, please do reach out. You can find us at Knox Thomas. My email address is tom.chaldicott@knoxthomas.co.uk, so you can find me there. But I hope this has been helpful and interesting. And thank you very much, David, for showing us this. Until next time.